Welcome everyone to our improv podcast because we don't have a name yet. I am Logi, or Logically Blue Skull as I'm known on YouTube, and this is Ty, a part-time video game creator as well as a programmer.
Hey, what's good? So, what we're doing here today, you people have heard of something called Shark Tank. I know y'all know what Shark Tank is. It's super famous. We are legitimately doing what they're doing, except no one else is getting money besides me.
And we might not even get money. We're kind of just critiquing these guys, giving them, seeing what they could do, what we think they could do better, or if the game is really promising, and stuff like that.
Right. So, I love to believe that everyone who makes video games are doing such an amazing, beautiful job. Everyone's video game is like their special work of art, their beautiful snowflake, except we're here today to put you through the ringer. We are going to be blunt as hell. We are talking with our chest out and telling you, would we buy your game frame one? There is no room for niceties. There's no room for, I kind of like this game. Yeah, I'll definitely buy it. And then not hold ourselves to it. This is us talking as random people critiquing video games. So, any further words?
Obviously, when we speak of chest out, we are talking from our minds.
Yeah.
And there is definitely a lot of people who could play your game.
Yeah.
That, are not us.
Talk to them.
But, personally, this first one you're going to see coming up, it's not my style, but I won't get into that yet. But it does certainly seem fun for a certain group of people.
Especially, speaking of, shout out to the channel. Shout out to Best Indie Games, because I've been watching these guys for a while. They really the goats in the anime and video game industry. They just be showing up all of the things, and it's been amazing. This is where I've been getting most of my games.
One more thing before we get started.
Yeah.
I really do believe that AAA games are kind of going on a drought, and I really think this year indie games could really become honestly a big thing on maybe possibly even the console industry,
right,
which could be a big step. So I don't know. We'll see though, and I say we get right into it, Ty.
Yeah. All right. So let's show us what you got.
Let's begin with Circuit Superstars, a racing game which is absolutely adorable, but might be not so indie since they went through Square Enix's indie program.
Kinda
but
indie,
for how
kinda.
cute it looks,
they got
it
something
gets
going
a
on.
spot.
Alright, pause it. Okay, so Racing Superstars certainly seems like a fun game, but I do feel like it could be very, very repetitive unless they have more features involved. Obviously, it's a very short clip. We don't really know too much, but so far it looks like it could get very, very repetitive.
So if you were to give it a letter system, you thinking F to A, what kind of game you thinking this is for you?
Honestly, it could be I feel like it could be a very good mobile game, or even obviously a PC game.
Mm-hmm.
But the issue is you need upgrades.
Mm-hmm.
You need cars, which they have.
Right.
You need detail, a little bit of details, a good map, make sure the drivers are, have something, just make it fun, and looks like you guys are doing really well. Personally, it's not my style of game, but I feel like you guys are on very much the right track.
I see the right track pun you did there. You're so much nicer than I am. Dog, I've been playing games for a long time. I don't care about racing games. You aren't doing anything specifically interesting to catch my eye. I didn't see anything that's uniquely done that I couldn't get out of just playing Mario Kart. It's cool, but for someone who's played games for a while, it doesn't impress me. Next!
Okay, hang on, wait, one more thing.
Not next!
Okay, personally, I'd give it a 7 out of 10 so far, judging by the review.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, it's a short clip, so we can't say anything yet. But what about you?
See, you said numbers. I'm gonna give it a C.
Okay. Alright, a C?
C for I'm sure it plays and it is fun and it'll distract me for an afternoon, but I don't think I would play it again if I bought it.
Okay, alright.
I would play the game if someone else bought it for me.
Alright, this next one is Loft Journey, which looks very interesting.
This is kind of more my style.
Yeah, it certainly has the art style.
Mm-hmm.
I like the dungeons.
Mm-hmm.
A A wonderful pixel art entry is Loft Journey, one where you
Speaks to me with
delve
that
into
beautiful
caverns, fighting goblins, bats, and dragons as you go on an epic quest for immortality.
This would be, off topic, this would be very good in a live stream format.
This is a roguelike platformer, which is a genre that I love, but does appear to be a smaller experience since people are putting it at somewhere between 3 and 5 hours to complete it, so not that difficult and not that kind of insanely replayable roguelike experience.
Steam, iOS, and Android.
That's pretty good.
However, the mini roguelite seems like an interesting space to go along with the mini Metroidvania, so I would love to see more developers try their hand at this.
Okay, so I'll let you talk first since this is your style of game.
Easy, 100% this is an A grade game, because my biggest complaint with a lot of roguelikes is that they take so freaking long. I've started and played a lot of roguelites that I just don't have the patience or interest to continue on. This game might have hit its balance of staying just as far as it needs to be, and you know what? I'm fine with that. I would pay a good bit of money just for like 4 or 5 hours of an experience that I really enjoy.
The bosses can't be repetitive. You have to have unique bosses.
Right.
If not, people will lose interest. You have to have unique dungeons, or else your people will lose interest. Try to make your game as unique as possible, and I think you guys have a good run going.
Oh yeah, no, I feel that. Yeah, like now that you brought it up, I didn't see like a new or different mechanic that I haven't seen in video games before, so I'll probably drop it down to a B just from that alone, because you kind of spitting with that one. I'll give you a B.
I'd give you for me,
do it.
A 6 out of or a 10, a 6 or a 7.
All right, fair. Next. I like saying next.
Inspector Waffles. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, this is a 10 out of 10. A 10 out of 10 right here.
If you love point-and-click adventure games, then you got to check out Inspector
Honestly?
Waffles, a very
Okay.
cool
You know
what?
one of these, and even
I
has a
honestly
wonderful
kinda
pixel
like
art
it.
style.
I like the art
Kind of
style.
feel it, and the trailer is different.
Yeah, this is unique. My car.
Play as the best
Platypus.
inspector
Big
of the town
platypus.
police department, investigating the
And
murder
it's
of
a
a
part of the
people, where of course, things are more than meets the eye.
Getting cats and dogs all over the city.
Get entangled in a web of mystery as you interrogate suspects and uncover hidden clues, but be careful since curiosity did kill the cat.
Good one. I
Alright.
like that.
Okay. Alright.
You know what?
So, I'm digging the art style. Like, not even joking. I personally am a heavy cat person.
Same.
So, I love the cats. I love the art style. But I think what I was seeing is at least in the trailer, just a single goal in mind, which would be, the platypus cult. Trying to say that with as straight as a face I can. With the art style they have and how unique the game is looking, it seems very fun. It honestly seems like it's got a unique storyline too.
Right.
So 8 out of 10 on my intrigue level.
Okay. Definitely more eye-catching than the last two. No shade or anything. Well, complete shade. But
Because we gotta talk
talking with your chest out.
out.
Gotcha. So complete shade. This game immediately caught my interest and it held it. Even with the trailer, notice that it did something different. It didn't just show me gameplay, which I'm always a fan of. It made a funny statement. It was like, hey, our game's about cats and mystery and random funny things, and I appreciate that. Also, I'm not usually big on adventure games. However, adventure games have that type of thing where the whole focus of it is the story, and if that is what you are going for in that type of game, you can make a story that no one else has seen before because of the medium that you are using. So I feel like there is a certain uniqueness that game can be bringing upon. A. Full on A.
Alright.
Next!
Okay.
So like a Super Meat Boy, quick type. All right.
Sir Lovelots is a simple time trial precision platformer, which is exactly why it's wonderful, providing
Steam,
a familiar
PS5,
gameplay experience with some beautiful pixel
PS4,
art.
Xbox One, and Switch. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna let you speak first.
As someone who's never beaten Super Meat Boy, I'm not touching that. Like, it does legitimately look like one of those super precise, like, quick, fast, go-to platformers. And honestly, it looks pretty, it looks fun. Celeste caught my interest better. It didn't look as pretty as Celeste or as rugged as Super Meat Boy. It has a cute, like, in-between style, but it isn't for me. I'm gonna go ahead and give you a C.
Okay. The characters, I mean, there's a lot you can't do in a 30-second trailer, and I understand that. I've noticed that with the last few.
Fair.
But, personally, the characters didn't catch my eye.
Yeah.
It seemed very much like a lot of other games I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
And, you got the swinging axes, you got the shooting, it's just not my style. I mean, I feel like your game could get very popular with a certain group of people, but personally, someone who plays like darker pixel type RPGs or stuff like that, it's just not my style.
Right.
It's maybe it could have potential, but personally, I'm gonna have to give it a 5.
Yeah, I feel that. And I like pretty games, but it just doesn't look like it's.
It seems very more traditional.
Yeah,
Like
that's
I feel like I could get another game exactly like this, and I
Yeah.
wouldn't have it. Wouldn't
Like, I would play that game if it was an arcade or like round 1 or something, and I had a bunch of quarters. But I don't see that being something that I would actively buy for myself and then commit to playing to the end. It ain't for me.
It needs more It needs more interesting characters.
Some flashy.
And, yeah.
Next.
Certain other games, you play the role
This
of
seems like my
perfect
style.
manicure president who never needs to worry about getting
Dogs.
their hands dirty. But real governance is
Ooh.
messy, and you will not have
Okay.
that luxury.
Yeah, no, this is my
People
style.
have broken the chains of a tyrannical monarchy. As president, their fate is now in your
So it's
hands.
tile-based
Or is it the other way
civilization.
around? The people of Basenji are a patchwork of urban and rural, religious and secular, liberal and conservative, everything you'll need for a model democracy.
An impressive management sim is Rogue State Revolution, one that has you as the newly elected leader
This is
in
coming
a
up
new
soon.
democracy in a fictional, vaguely Middle Eastern
Actually, this
country.
is already out.
Make decisions and govern through a cabinet,
all these games are
having
out
to
now.
appease
Right.
the masses, fend off rebels, clinging on to the vestiges of the previous dictatorship, and to position yourself on the global stage in relations with
They
other
have giant
world
mechs.
powers. It's very cleverly done in terms of management systems, being a refinement of the ideas of this developer's previous entry from 2015.
Okay. So I'll let you talk again. I'm gonna let you talk first.
Dog, I'm gonna be honest. I tuned out after the first 30 seconds.
Alright, that's fair.
I don't care.
Okay.
Any of them Civ type games, people like them. I'm not people's. Blue, I know you enjoy that type of thing, and that is perfectly fine with you. No offense to you, but everyone else who enjoys them are a mouth breather. Who do
Friendship
nothing
over.
but- Yeah.
I'm leaving. I'm kidding.
I don't care. That is
Okay. That's fair. Those types of games are not for everyone,
That's-
especially because.
that's the first F for me.
Oh no. Okay, so it's a very interesting type of game. It's got a lot. I got a very Civilization vibe with the tiles and type deal, and obviously they had the giant robots. And honestly, I feel like this is something I'll pick up because it seems very interesting. I like the style. I like the government management as well as the religion factor. I feel like that could be a good factor too, as well. There's a lot of details in there. I like the troop management. I like the cities. I like the details. And honestly, I'll give that a 9 out of 10. It's my style of game, and I think I could enjoy that.
All right, cool. Well, everyone, this has been a very beautiful, wonderful time. Thank you all for listening to us. We are going to cut it here for part 1 of our very first video experiment prototype thing. And yeah.
Honestly, I feel like we should upload this.
Yeah,
That went
definitely.
very well.
Okay, cool.
So if you guys enjoy this, again, obviously this is kind of in a we are talking legitimately on our views of game, but these are our views on games. Your game is still good, it's just not our style of game.
Dog, there are AAA title games that millions of people love that I still think are trash. I'm talking to you with my opinion in mind and letting you know what a genuine random person feels, so you get that that genuine response.
Yeah, so that's it. Tune in next time for when we actually get a podcast name.
And we actually do things for whatever this name channel thing is. Thank you
Alright.
all. Goodbye.
Good,
going home.
good, I don't know. Peace out, guys.
Yeah. Alright, how do I wait, stop it.
Oh,
Alright,
stop.
Oh, that one looks we ended at a good looking one.